2.6 billion people around the world play video games, and you can understand the appeal. The games, set in exciting virtual worlds, offer adventure and an adrenaline rush. But the video game designers work hard to hook players, from positive reinforcement to built-in data collection that works out what is keeping you engaged.
So in my experience of working with a young man, he started off gaming before he would go to work. Then he would game at work on his phone, and when he came home he would also game, and then it started that he was gaming later into the night, and eventually it got so bad that he was gaming around the clock, and eventually he lost his job because he wasn't going into work at all.
For many, playing video games is a harmless hobby, but the World Health Organization says between 1% and 6% of gamers may end up addicted. It says it's important to know the line between pastime and addiction, so those who cross it can get help.
4 key telltale signs: obsession and preoccupation, so that's all you can think about doing, gaming. A compulsion, which is an inability to stop. Once I start, I cannot do this for a limited length of time. A tolerance, which would be the person needs to do it more in order to get the same rush and the same hit. And 4, and I think this is really important, is the withdrawal symptoms once you take the gaming away. And I guess for parents that would be the key thing to look out for, whether there's a disproportionate response to not being allowed to game.
There's big money in gaming. Competitive esports tournaments can net winners 6-figure payouts. Fortnite is the latest blockbuster. Players battle to be the last one standing in an apocalyptic storm, and it recently earned a reported $300 million in just 1 month. The video game industry here in the UK wants the World Health Organization to reconsider its classification of too much gaming as a mental health problem. It says most people enjoy games like Fortnite safely. It also adds that gaming can be beneficial, saying it's got studies showing video games help children with dyslexia, and that doctors who played video games in their youth make fewer errors during surgery. But for those with a video game addiction, the road to recovery is long. Unlike other addictions such as drugs and alcohol, abstinence won't work. Everyday life requires phones and computers. Finding a sustainable relationship with technology is the challenge. And for those hooked on gaming, it's a big one. Sarah Morice, TRT World, London.